Welcome back to another tabletop review. Today we'll be looking at the Browning Buckmark Hunter Model 22. There are a lot of 22 pistols out there today, and the competition is tough, but the Browning Buckmark has held its own and still enjoys an excellent reputation. I bought this 22 quite a few years ago when my kids were young and still at home. I had a Ruger Mark III, which my daughter still prefers as a target pistol, but the Ruger was a bit of a pain to clean and I almost dreaded taking it out, so I was looking for something a little easier, perhaps a step up from the Ruger. I also wanted something with a rail for optics. I thought adding a red dot would be a sort of a cool thing to do, and the Browning Buckmark had an excellent reputation, so when I saw this Hunter model for sale, well, that's all it took. Let's make sure this one's cleared. The Browning Company was founded in Ogden, Utah in 1878 by John Moses Browning and his younger brother Matthew Browning. John Moses Browning, as inventor of the 1911, is considered the most famous and perhaps prolific gunsmith ever. The Brothers Browning Company continued to offer a wide variety of firearms, including shotguns, rifles, and pistols. As for the Buckmark, the Browning Company produced the Challenger 22 caliber pistol in 1962. It was the forerunner of today's Buckmark. In 1976, the Challenger evolved into the Challengers 2 and 3 pistols. The Challenger was eventually replaced by the Buckmark in 1985. As of 2020, there are 23 models offered of the Browning Buckmark pistol. The options include different barrel lengths in either rounded bull or fluted or slab-sided bull. A whole bunch of different grip options are available as well, with different lengths of optic mounting top rails. Magazines are 10 rounds. There is a very long list of discontinued Buckmark designs, so the lesson is if you see a Buckmark you like, buy it, because it may not be available next year. This is the Hunter model, which is, as of at least today, is still listed on the Browning website. Packaging of the Browning Buckmark. The gun came in a cardboard box, and then there was this carrying case for the Browning. Really nice padded case, and the case was a packet of materials, including the manual and of course the lock. And of course it only came with one magazine. Specifications of the Browning Buckmark Hunter model has a barrel length of 7 1/4 inches. The barrel is steel with a matte blue finish. Overall length is 11 5/16 inches. The front sight is TRUGLO fiber optic. The rear sight is Sight Pro target style, fully adjustable. The receiver is aluminum alloy in black finish. The trigger is a gold-plated alloy. The magazine is a steel 10 round with a good loading assist button, actually a very nice and a good substantial follower. The Buckmark safety is down to fire, up for safe. It's fairly stiff to move up, but fairly easy to disengage. Action release lever is convenient in its placement and works very well. The grips on the Hunter model are smooth sculpted wood, no texturing. Overall weight is 38 ounces. As for my range experiences, this gun is quite a joy to shoot. I mean, compared to my Ruger Mark III or my Smith & Wesson Model 22A, the trigger on this Browning Buckmark is just exceptional. As a 22, there's a little recoil or muzzle lift, but the Browning Hunter's weight at 38 ounces and the 7 1/4 inch bull barrel just settles this gun down into a very steady, controllable groove. It's extremely accurate, and I can maintain a 6-inch spread at 25 yards with no problems at all. One obvious con of the Browning Buckmark is that it comes with only one 10-round magazine. Of course, that's not uncommon for target style pistols like this. Additional magazines are about $30 each. But given that I've reviewed the Taurus TX22 with its 16 round magazine and the Beretta M922 with its 15 round magazine, I should probably just say that I'm a little jaded when it comes to the 10 round magazines that are typical with these style of guns. And I might as well say it, when compared on just about all measures including accuracy, cost, and reliability, the suppressor-ready Taurus TX22, in my opinion, actually beats out this Buckmark. As good as it is, and it's good, I'm not sure if these old basic designs have kept up with what's been going on in the 22 world. Again, this is just my opinion, but probably the elephant in the room in this discussion is the breakdown and disassembly of the Buckmark for cleaning. Okay, I know the manual recommends only a surface cleaning of the action and warns not to disassemble the Buckmark. In fact, it states to leave that to a gunsmith, but 22s are notoriously dirty ammo, and eventually I kind of feel that I need to disassemble and clean the action. There are plenty of YouTube videos out there to cover this. I don't think it's that hard, but it does get a bit involved, and it's probably not something everybody might want to undertake. And that's just something to consider. As for pros, the Buckmark's trigger is absolutely excellent, and it's what the gun is known for. It won't disappoint you. To demonstrate the trigger, I've loaded the magazine with dummy rounds. So the take-up is very short, very crisp. Reset, very short. Very, very nice. That is an excellent trigger. The sights on the Buckmark are great. I like the TRUGLO fiber optic front sight, and the rear adjustable sights is very, very good. The one thing that this Buckmark has over the 22s like the Taurus TX22 I mentioned earlier is its topped optical rail. I think that's important. I've attached a red dot on this gun and even a scope. It works very well. I like that option. This gun is already so accurate that when you put a red dot or even a scope on it, it's almost like cheating. The grips feel good with the sculpted areas for the thumb and the forefinger. It's very nice, fits the hand extremely well. The action is the same for all of the Buckmarks as far as I can tell, and has been for decades. I think there's an advantage to that. It's extremely reliable. There are a large variety of barrel and grip combinations available with the Browning Buckmarks. They are very well made, very solid, smooth action pistols. They aren't picky about the ammo you feed them, and boy, I've demonstrated that putting a lot of junk ammo through this gun, and it never gives me a problem. They are very accurate, highly reliable, and relatively easy to maintain. If you like this target style 22, the Browning Buckmark is probably the best of your options in my opinion. The Hunter model would be great for the range, plinking, or hunting. It's well supported in the market. I like the many holster options out there too, even one to accommodate the gun fitted with optics. Now that's cool. As I've already mentioned, according to the Browning Buckmark manual, other than removing the magazine and opening the action, no further disassembly for cleaning is recommended. So I'm not going to go any further here. There are other YouTube videos out there that address it if you need it. When I clean this gun, basically I do use a brass rod, slotted plastic tip to clean the bore, along with a plastic bristle brush for cleaning the action. That's about as far as I've had to go. One thing I'll point out is that the action is so narrow here that conventional bristle brushes actually you can't get them down in there. So that's one of the disadvantages of trying to clean the bore if you need to without actual full disassembly. I have disassembled this gun. As I mentioned, I don't think it's all that difficult. However, I know that it is something that probably some people might want to avoid. Manufacturer's suggested retail price on the Browning Buckmark Hunter model is $499. $425 is fairly common. I've seen sale prices as low as $390. Used, $350 would be a good price. Okay, I've said that I believe that this style of firearm is a little dated. There are some really nice alternatives out there that I think are a lot more fun on the range. However, there's no doubt that the Browning is an exceptional .22 target style pistol. The trigger really sets the Buckmark apart from the competition. It's just my opinion, but I believe that the Browning Buckmark is probably the best available of this target style design. Now, I'll also say that I feel that there's a place for these style of guns, and that's when you add optics, a red dot or a scope. Okay, it may not be as accurate as a rifle, but it's really darn close and in a small package. That's why I'll hang on to my Buckmark. If I had to reach for one of my many .22 pistols to take care of a varmint problem, this would be the gun. Any weapon you carry is better than the one you left at home. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll be back for my next tabletop review. Until next time, stay safe.